Hi everybody, my name's Gary from the Tea and Trails podcast, and today I'm going to share my thoughts on the Suunto Wing Bone Conduction headphones. It's a brave move from Suunto, going toe to toe with shocks. So kudos to you, Suunto. Before we get into things, I'd like to thank Bella Forte for sponsoring this upload. Lots of miles covered during the week, and they do chews, bars and gels. They also do delicious tasting protein, which I especially love. UK and EU residents can enjoy 25% off your first order over at Bella Forte with the code TNT-25. And don't forget, patrons, you can enjoy 25% off every order, but not including subscriptions. You can't double up your discounts. The Suunto Wing is going to set you back £169 over at Suunto. That is actually £10 more expensive than the Shocks Open Run Pro. If I had my way, yeah, I would have made them the same price. Before I forget, yeah, two colours available. You've got the red and black, which I am wearing now. You've also got all black. What do you get in the box? Well, you get the headphones, obviously, you get a charging cable, you get the charging dock, and you get a clamp if you're on the move that clamps the headphones to the charging dock. You also get a nice little soft pouch just to keep everything safe and tidy. On the scales, the Suunto Wing weighs in at 34 grams and the battery will last for an impressive 10 hours. You know what, with that kind of battery life, you just might get away with one charge per week. Also, this handy little charging dock will open up another 20 hours of battery life. And last but not least, yeah, a little quick 10-minute charge will give you another 3 hours of playback. You don't have to use this charging dock if you don't want to. You get this handy cable too. Really secure connection with these super strong magnets. It is easy to see the health of the battery in this charging dock. You do a long press on the front there, and then that will just show you what status your battery is in. I don't pay any attention at all, to be honest, to the battery indicators. I find the battery life is so good, yeah, pay no attention at all. Also, if you are wondering, these are as good as the Shocks Open Run Pro in terms of battery life. One negative I do need to mention: they don't come supplied with a USB-C cable. The app is super simple, and if you are used to Suunto products, then yeah, you will not find the app a problem at all. Connects via Bluetooth, easy to pair. It probably will, yeah, it might take you through an update, software or firmware, but then off you go. Not a lot of customization options via the app. A couple of sound modes. You've got outdoor and normal. I tend to go for the outdoor setting. Can lead to a little bit of distortion though when you've got it turned right up, so keep an eye on that. Other things that you can adjust via the app is the LED light flashing, status, and you can turn the head movement controls on and off via the app too. I like that Suunto has one app that allows you to manage your watch and your headphones all in one place. Yeah, it keeps everything neatly in that Suunto ecosystem. These flashing LEDs are a really interesting bit of tech and a great addition to a product. Also love the fact that you can turn those features on via the app. You know, you just might not be able to get your hands to the headphones, constant red, SOS or flashing. Love it, yeah, a nice feature, especially if you're running at night. The mic isn't great, you know, it is limited, so I wouldn't use that to replace a standalone mic, maybe for recording content, but for phone calls, no worries whatsoever. The mic is just fine. IP67 waterproof rating, heavy flex Suunto. IP67 should be fine for most conditions. IP67 will even take being fully submerged up to 1 meter, I think. I've not tried that yet, but I have been drenched when out running loads of times without any issues at all. The build quality is faultless and they are super comfortable. A mixture of titanium and silicone make them feel solid, and it does keep that weight down too. Super comfortable, like I said, no complaints at all. I do not get that fatigue on my head when I've been wearing them, and I put these through the paces. You know, I'm training for ultramarathon at the moment, so they have been on my head for hours and hours and hours. It's hard to explain really, because I do feel secure in my head. I'm not afraid that they might fall off, but also they disappear too. I really don't feel them when they're on my head. You can pop a hat on during those winter months. It's not ideal because of this rear band, but it kind of works. No problem at all if you're wearing a cap, sunglasses, or even a hood. I'm not a fan of traveling with this kind of design. That rear band there, yeah, it just bashes off a seat if you're in a plane or a car, on a train. Good to see the Suunto Wing has proper buttons too. I just feel sometimes with the touch sensitive stuff, if it's raining or maybe if you're wearing a hood, it does by mistake press that button and skip and pause and do all those kind of things. So yeah, you don't get that problem with proper physical buttons. You've got a button on the side which lets you play, pause, skip, go back to the beginning of the track. Also, you can accept and end calls too. You have motion control too. It's not something I've ever used before in headphones, but it does work. If you want to answer and end a call, skip a track, it works fine, but I do prefer actual buttons. I'm a runner, so luckily for me, it's okay for me to press buttons and stuff like that when on the move. But maybe if you're a cyclist, then yeah, this motion control probably right up your street. Because they are bone conduction headphones, my expectations for the audio quality was low, but I was pleasantly surprised. Not as good, my goodness me, not as good as my over-ear headphones or my earbuds too. And with all bone conduction headphones, you know, I've mentioned it in the past, they do lack just that bit of oomph. But for podcasts, listen to music when you're on the move or down the gym, yeah, they are awesome. And you can use these handy supplied earbuds if you want to cut out external noise. Sorry Suunto, I'm not a fan if I'm honest. I don't like that sensation in my ear, and I do not think it adds much to the audio quality too. The Suunto Wing's volume, yeah, it is loud enough. General running, no problem at all. But if you're near a super busy road or maybe down the gym, then they probably will struggle. Saying that, I do find even though there is that background noise, I can still hear and tune in, which is more important to what I'm listening to. I really do I'm a big fan of the open ear concept. If you're not used to that bone conduction audio experience, it really is hard to explain because I can still hear everything around me. I'm totally aware of my surroundings. I can hear the wind in the trees, the traffic, the birds. I can chat to the camera or passers-by. If I see a mate, I can have a conversation on the trails and still have my podcast or my music on too. It is wild. It shouldn't work, but it does. I'm not noticing a ton of sound leakage. Audio is fine for calls too. You have a wind noise cancelling feature, and so far so good on that front. I don't cycle, so I can't test the call clarity or the audio quality when I'm on a bike moving at speed, but no issues at all when running or walking. If you are an audiophile, then these are probably not for you. And I say this on every review, you need to manage your expectations, but for going out for runs, down the gym, then they are spot on. They're good enough for me anyway. Super comfortable too. I can have these on my head all day long, no problem at all. Also, being able to use them on road races in the UK at least, big thumbs up. Am I gonna keep them? Well, I would love to. They are a fantastic product, but I think one lucky Tea and Trails podcast listener should have them. So yeah, check out Tea and Trails podcast. Have a look over in the Facebook group. All the details will be over there on how you can win them. I'll pop a link in the show notes. Finally, Suunto did send me the Suunto Wing to test. Thanks Suunto, but they're not paying me. They didn't actually ask me to do a review, and more importantly, they've not checked this video before I upload it to YouTube. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please check out the UK's #1 trail running podcast, Tea and Trails. Each week, Eddie Sutton and I upload some weekly trail running and general chit chat. Also, we chat with an awesome guest every week. So yeah, if you like the trails, there's a good chance you're going to enjoy that content. Please give this upload a like, share and subscribe. Also, I'll say it one last time, please consider joining Patreon. It helps us, supports our partners, and you will save money too. It's a no-brainer, win-win for everybody. Don't forget to check out Vela Forte and use that code TNT-25 to receive 25% off your first order. Yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. You take care. See you next time.